getting that leg up here. You need space to do the kick. And boom. Okay, I drag this here and whip out the kick. Boom. Yeah, in the future there's also like different ways. Boom. Boom. Go fast. I promise you, that's a knockout. Are you a Taekwondo athlete that wants faster and more powerful kicks? Maybe you train hard, you show up to class, you do the rounds, you work on tactics, strategy, combinations, sparring, conditioning, but you still feel like something is missing. Maybe you are losing fights despite training hard and you're still not sure what is actually holding you back. Often the missing piece is not learning more tactics or strategy. It is your kicking foundation. Ask yourself this: if you could do what you're already doing now, but 10, 20 or even 30% faster and with more power, would that make a meaningful impact on your competition performance? Of course it would. And I would even say the kicking foundation is one of the most neglected parts of training in modern Taekwondo. A lot of athletes want better kicks, but they keep looking in the wrong place. They search for another tactic, another combination, another strategy. But if the foundation underneath the kick is weak, you are still building everything on top of the same limitation. That means your chamber control, hip mechanics, mobility, stability, and ability to build momentum decide how fast, powerful, clean, and reliable your kicks can become. For our competitors, that means you might be leaving speed and power on the table while your opponents keep improving. For beginners, the problem is different, but just as important. You just started Taekwondo, you're motivated, and you want to improve faster than everyone around you. But there is so much to learn that it can be hard to know what actually matters first. You see people training kicks, footwork, flexibility, sparring, combination, tactics and conditioning, and you want to put in the extra effort, but you do not want to waste that effort on the wrong things. The worst thing would be training hard for months only to realize later that your foundation was built wrong from the start. That is why learning the basics properly matters so much. And this is why I created RTF Kicking with Power, the foundation. This is a 6-session kicking foundation course for Taekwondo athletes who want faster and more powerful kicks. In these 6 focus sessions, you will train a foundation behind faster and more powerful kicks, with drills that can create noticeable changes quickly. While giving you a structure, you can keep improving long after the course. The goal is simple: to help you build kicks that feel sharper, cleaner, faster, more powerful, and more effective in Taekwondo training, sparring, and competition. I have been teaching Taekwondo for 13 years now. I'm a 5th degree black belt, former German champion, founder of RTF, and I've had around 100 fights with around 90 wins. Over the years, working with athletes at different stages, I've seen the same pattern again and again. When the kicking foundation improves, speed, power, control, and confidence improve with it. And that is exactly what this course is built around. Not random drills, not complicated theory. The foundation behind powerful Taekwondo kicking. Inside the course, we go back to the basics that actually matter. Proper chamber control, hip mechanics, mobility, stability, knee placement, and how to build momentum. These are the details that decide whether your kicks feel fast and powerful, or slow, heavy, and inconsistent. And the best part is, you do not need any special equipment, a full gym, or perfect flexibility to start. You just need to follow these 6 sessions, train with focus, and repeat the drills properly. The drills can be done alone or with a partner, with pads or without, in a gym, at home, or even in a park. And even if your master runs the training in class, you can still take the tips from the course, like better knee placement, foot placement for turning, and the key technical details, and incorporate them directly into your normal training. You will feel the difference in your kicks, but your training partners will feel it even more when they hold the pads, and you will see it most clearly in your opponent's reaction the first time your kick lands faster and much harder than they expected. That is what this is about. Not just understanding kicks better, making your kicks feel different. Sharper, faster, stronger, harder to deal with. And here's the important part. Every month you keep training on a weak foundation, you may be reinforcing the exact habits you will have to change later. You can keep training hard. You can keep adding more tactics, more combinations, and more strategy. But if the foundation underneath your kicks is weak, you may be building everything on top of the same limitation. For beginners, that means learning habits now that you may need to fix later. For competitors, it means leaving speed and power on the table while your opponents keep improving. The sooner you build the foundation properly, the sooner every kick, drill and sparring round has a stronger base to grow from. When you join, you get the complete RTF Kicking with Power, the foundation course. That includes 6 focused kicking foundation sessions, normally valued at 30 euros each, so 180 euros total. You also get the Taekwondo stretching guide, 20 euro value. For this stretching guide, I learned everything I could from scientific papers, very successful Taekwondo athletes, and a good friend of mine who is a professional dancer. Then I put it together in a way that makes sense specifically for Taekwondo athletes. You also get the Taekwondo warm-up routine, 10 euro value. I made it simple so you know exactly what to do before training. A big part of the routine is dynamic stretching, which is especially useful before a workout. You also get the kicking foundation checklist, 20 euro value. I went through the whole course again and summarized the most important things to focus on for each kick. So when you need a small reminder, you do not have to search through the whole course again. And you get the 6-session training plan, 10 euro value. I went through all the exercises again and wrote down exactly what to do and how many times to do it. So later, when you want to repeat a workout, you can simply follow the session plan without rewatching the whole course. Altogether, the whole value is 240 euros. But you do not have to buy every part separately. You get the complete RTF Kicking with Power, the foundation course, including all bonuses for 80 euros. That includes the 6-session kicking foundation course, the stretching guide, the warm-up routine, the kicking foundation checklist, and the 6-session training plan. And I want this to feel fair, so there's a 6-session satisfaction guarantee. Go through all the sessions, do all the drills, apply the details properly. If you honestly feel like the guide did not help you understand how to build faster and much more powerful kicks, message me within 14 days and I will fully refund you, no questions asked. So if you are a Taekwondo athlete who wants faster and more powerful kicks, this is for you. If you are competing and feel like something is missing, start with the foundation. If you are a motivated beginner and want to get it right from the beginning, start with the foundation. Because the foundation is what everything else is built on. Click below, get the complete course bundle for 80 euros and start building faster, stronger and more powerful kicks today.